What's up, Wolverines? I'm Javi Vasur,
And I'm Eduardo Poleo.
and welcome to another edition of WBLN.
Today, April 30th at 7:30 p.m., the Rising Senior Night event is going on. Each rising senior and their parents must attend. Students will review their college application procedure for next year. This meeting will be held in the Roca Theater. If you can't attend due to sports, the college department will have separate meetings to go over the procedures.
Congratulations to senior Frank Sanchez, who is presented with a certificate from Principal Jose Roca and Congressman Carlos Jimenez with his appointment to the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. Frank is one of the approximately 275 appointees selected to the Academy from around the nation and the world. The completion of this intensive 4-year regimental and academic curriculum, which includes 3 trimesters at seas on U.S. flag merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships, as well as an internship, leads to a Bachelor of Science degree, a U.S. Merchant Marine Officer's license as either a deck officer or engineering officer, and an ensign's commission in the U.S. Navy Reserve. An appointment to the Academy is the equivalent of a scholarship worth approximately $300,000 over a 4-year period.
Protesters at Columbia University say they barricaded themselves in a building after the university tried to disband the efforts. That's as some schools are telling pro-Palestine demonstrators their time is up, leading to a wave of arrests and suspensions. Columbia University says protesters must sign a form promising to abide by school policies or they'll face punishment. At the University of Pennsylvania, some demonstrators say they're committed to defying a similar order to disband more broadly. Students' arrests are surging across the country, but protests continue to grow and spread.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told hostage families on Tuesday that Israeli troops will enter Rafah and eliminate the Hamas battalions there, with or without a deal, according to the Prime Minister's office. Netanyahu was meeting with the representatives of abducted families and bereaved families from Hagevura Forum and the Tikva Forum at the Prime Minister's office in Jerusalem. On Monday, Israeli officials had told CNN the only chance to stop Rafah is a deal. The U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, said on Monday that the U.S. had not yet seen a plan that gives confidence that civilians can be effectively protected. Talks brokered by Egypt and Qatar are currently being held indirectly between Hamas and Israel.
What's up, Wolverines? I'm Nick Salazar. This weekend, Belen Crew swept at states. The team defended their Scholastic State Champion and Schooling State Championship. The team won a gold in second varsity 8-man, 2 silver, and a bronze in first freshman 8-man. In Florida, NFL Houston Texans wide receiver Tank Dell was among 10 people injured during a bar shooting in Stanford. It happened over the weekend, and a 16-year-old is now in custody. Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lemma addressing the shooting that left residents on edge over the weekend. Sheriff Dennis Lemma, Seminole County Sheriff Office, said it was a shooting where 10 people were injured. The sheriff showed the video of how it all happened and played out. He said it started with a fight that turned into a gunfire. There are 3 key people involved. The first on the right is the 16-year-old. The sheriff says he started shooting, then the second person on the left who responded to those firing back. The person remains undefined at this point. The third person at the center of your screen is the Houston Texan wide receiver Tank Dell. The Dayton native on the rising NFL star was one of the first of the 10 people hurt during the gunfire. According to his family, he was released Sunday from the hospital. Despite the number of victims, the sheriff says the damage could have been much worse if the man wasn't there. The security guard for those events that took down the shooter. Sheriff Dennis Lemma said, "You can see that to the right of the screen and the ultimately being tackled by the brave security guard. The 16-year-old now faces 4, including attempted murders. He saw a judge for the first time on Monday at the juvenile detention center in Seminole County. According to the sheriff, the gun he had been used had no record of being stolen. Investigators don't know what is the connection between the two gunmen. Taylor Swift's new boyfriend just got a big fat new contract." Kansas City Chief tight end Travis Kelce has signed a contract extension that his agency says makes him the highest paid in the NFL for his position. The 3-time Super Bowl winner announced the big deal in a video posted by the team on social media. He called it an honor to be in Kansas City and said he can't wait to get after it these next 2 years. Kelce's 2-year extension is worth reported $34.25 million. His extension averaged more than $17 million, edged out giant tight end Darren Waller's year paycheck. That's all for your sports for today. Now back at your guys at the desk.
Thank you, Nick. That's all your news for today. Make sure to follow us on all social medias and stay safe.
And stay golden, Wolverines.